Hello everyone, welcome to another vlog episode. My name is The Star. I am The Star Crochet and I make and sell crochet and knit gifts for everyone. On this vlog episode I talk about things like I do daily, not daily entries, but just different day entries of the works and progresses that I've been working on, and if I have any finished objects, yarn holes, so on and so forth. And that's what I record typically for this episode, and it is now August 14th, 2026. And I have two works in progresses, and then I have, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I have 11 finished objects. So I've been quite busy these past couple of days since uploading the latest YouTube video. I'm gonna start with all the finished objects. I finished this clay ombre sweater. Let me find the right way here. Okay. So there's no star on it, it's just blank. But here it is. Here's the bottom, and then here are the two sleeves, and then here's the other sleeve. And so I'm gonna put this on my Etsy shop under the listing of the unisex sweaters for $50 because it is hand knit. And it takes me a lot longer to hand knit something than to crochet something. When it comes to crocheting, I am a machine, but with knitting, not yet. Hopefully with more practice I will be eventually. But next to the other finished objects, all of these dish rags / pot holders. I made more. I used the final of the yarn. You can't see it up there, but I used, yeah, there it is, okay. So all of this yarn right here, not the fingering or sock yarn, but it's this yarn right here. It was the industrial cotton from Michael's Loops and Threads. I don't have any of the yarn labels with me, but it's from Michael's Loops and Threads. And so let's go over the colors together. So I have this one right here, two of these. Let me show you guys up close. It's very pretty. I love it. And then these two pastel colors. I'll show you up close. And then I have these like beachy colors. It's very, very pretty. Do you guys like to go to the beach? I sometimes like to go to the beach. I like to look at different shells that come from a shore that are washed onto the shore. I like to look at those and just see like what I can find and everything. And then here is the red, white, and blue. Let me know in the comment section if you like going to the beach as well, because I do sometimes. It's a nice getaway sometimes, but a lot of times I don't typically like to go unless I have the money to go, of course, like anything else. But anyway, here's the greens and the whites. Two of them. And then the final two are the Christmas colors. See? And so those are all of my finished objects. I will be putting all of these pot holders and possibly, let's see, I have 4 of the packs of each, like, you know, one of each. I have right now, okay, so I have 3 in my baskets for the markets, and so I want to take 2 of those out, add to these, so these, I will have 4 bundles of these pot holders / dish rags. And so I want to make them for $25, to sell them for $25 for a whole bundle. So like, I'll give you guys an example here. I'm just separating these. Okay, so like all of these, how it's one of each, it'll be a bundle like this. How it's all different colors, but one of each, and the whole thing will be $25 on my Etsy. And I'll let you guys know once I have a new listing of those pot holders onto my Etsy. Anyway, now to one of the two works in progresses. I have been exercising a lot, going on walks, and so I have been knitting a lot and crocheting a lot while I work out, while I do my exercises. And so I'm in between one of the needles right here, but here is how it looks like so far. And then I have the second sock right over there, but I'll get it once I complete this sock so I can show you guys that I have the 2 completed. here it is so far. I used the purple for the cuff, and then I did the same thing where I want it to like roll over a little bit like this. And then here is the like Halloween pack of the yarn that came with the when I ordered the hobby pack, and then this orange right here. And then the toe will be this right here as well. And so I got all of this yarn from Hobby. And then when it came to the yarn for the sweater right here, I got it from Michael's Loops and Threads Soft Classic Ombre. So it's like the ombre edition of different colors that they have. Anyway, into the final work in progress that I have is going to be, I love this right here, this what I'm making right now. I'm going to make a star onesie for a baby. It is so cute. I got the idea from my stepdad, and he sent me a video, like a reel or a TikTok or whatever it's called, on the different social medias, and it showed me a video of like a little toddlers walking in with one of these around them. And so I figured it's gonna be so cute making a whole bunch of these, because I have the pink yarn and then I have the blue yarn left, and I don't want to knit sweaters when it comes to that, because I want to make star onesies for babies and toddlers, and it's gonna be so cute because just seeing in the video how tiny they were and how they were walking and the way they were moving made it look so cute. And so that's why I'm making these star onesies, and I'm making it my own way, so it will be an original pattern. And that is what I have for today. Hello everyone, it is now August 16th, 2026, and I have one finished object and two works in progresses. I want to start with the finished object, of course, as I usually do, and this one is very cute, I would have to say. It's the finished object of the baby onesie, and it fits for a size 9 to 12 months. And so here it is, the onesie, here are the legs, and then the sleeves go in here, and then there's buttons right here that hold it together, so when you unbutton it, and the arm would go right here, and then the other arm would go right here, and then the head, it's supposed to fit it, kind of like a beanie a little bit. It's supposed to fit, and yeah, I have it in pink, and then I'm making another one in blue. That's the back. And let's see. So that is the first finished object, the only finished object, and then what is on my hook. I'm making the blue ombre of the baby onesie, star onesie, and so this is what I have so far. I literally just finished the baby onesie like 10 minutes ago. And so this is what I have, and then this is, let me see here, this yarn right here I'm using it from, so you can see I'm using it from this, and then I'll go on with using the skeins. And so I created the pattern. It is an original pattern, and with the skeins of yarn it took only 3, and so when it comes to making more, like whenever I want to get yarn from Hobby Lobby, the I Love This yarn, I plan on making another purchase somewhat soon, maybe in about a week or 2 weeks or so. I want to get solid colors and more baby onesies, and like, you know, green, purple, possibly like a gold, and so that will take only 2 skeins of solid yarn, because with solid yarn it is a lot more yardages than it is with multi-yarn or ombre yarn, and that's just, sadly, that's just the case for a whole lot of yarns, the majority of them I would have to say. So that is the first work in progress, and then the second work in progress that I have is this sock. I was able to work a couple more hours on it, so I'm very happy. Here's how it looks so far. And then on the top, of course, it has that fold over. And then, yeah, here it is so far. And I don't have it marked yet on like across here yet, because I'm not far enough to where I need to add stitch markers yet, because I need to have 67 rounds of all of the orange, and then I go to the toe, which is this part right here that I will use for the color. And that is what I have for today. Hello everyone, so this is going to be a yarn haul for a portion of the vlog episode, and I want to show you guys what I got. It's from Premier. You see the tape here, this box is from Premier Yarns, and I will say that I have one more box coming in for Premier Yarns as well. I do want to state real quick that I am a Premier affiliate, and so I have links down below to help that are attached to Premier website and other different items and accessories and specific yarns and everything. And so if you click on that while you go shopping, it is no extra cost to you and it is free for you, and it helps me create greater content like this. So anyway, now let's get to the box of yarn. So I have this pretty big box and let's go over it. There we go. So this yarn, I got more of this type of yarn. As you can see up there too, I got more yarn like that. It's called Karma and it's from Premier. I know, I'm sorry, I just said that. And so I got this color right here, and the bags they come in 3. And so, you know, the next yarn haul that I get, next box I get is the same thing in bags of 3. So the price of each bag, crinkle warning by the way. Okay, so the price of each bag was $5 per every 3 skeins of different colors. And I'm going to start with this. It's called Cadet, so it's like a dark purple. So I got one of those Cadet as well, and so I got 3. And let's go over the specifications real quick, and they're all going to be the same, by the way. So it is per skein 174 yards, 160 meters, 3.5 ounces, and 100 grams. It is 51% acrylic, 34% cotton, and 15% nylon. And it's a bulky 5, and the recommended knitting needles are 6.5 millimeter or US 10.5, and the recommended crochet hook is a 6.5 millimeter or US K 10.5. It is, let's see, hand washed, lay flat to dry, do not bleach, do not dry clean, do not iron. Awesome. So then I got more colors. 1, 2. Okay, so I got 2 of these. And then here it is. More color. More, you can see more of it. This one is called Violet Quartz. And this is like a pink kind of color. There we go. And then I got more colors. This one's like a blue and it's called, what is it called? What are you called? Allure Blue. So I got 2 more. Go with the yellow. This one is called Mineral Yellow. And then 2 more. And then I got more. This one's like an orange, and this one is called Pureed Pumpkin. So I got 2. And then lastly, I got the green. And then this one is called Rainforest. And that is all the yarn. I did want to say real quick that I did order red. That right up there. But they did have to refund me back the red because they ran out. And now it is not a color option on the listing at Premier. PremierYarns.com. And so that's okay. I was refunded whatever they were not able to fulfill, and I'm happy with it. It's okay. Because I understand if it's not available, then it's not doable to ship. So anyway, that is all the yarn that I have. And so what I plan on doing with all of that yarn is to knit more sweaters. and then the next box of yarn that I will get, same thing, to knit more sweaters. I do want to try to make more rainbow-like effect to every sweater, but without the red, I will still try my hardest. And back to the vlog. It is now August 17th, 2026, and I have 2 works in progresses to show. I do not have any finished objects, and I'll start with a crochet work in progress. So I am making another baby onesie, a star baby star onesie, or I don't know how to say it, but anyway. So this is going to be the front panel or the back panel, I can't remember. I haven't worked on this since like early this morning, and yeah, so anyway. Okay, so this is the back piece. And then I have the front piece here so far. And these will be the legs right here. Okay. And then I have these 2 will be part of the sleeves. And then I have to do one more of these to make the head piece. And so that's what I have so far with what is on my crochet hook, and now I have what are on my circulars. I do not have an update with the knitting socks because I have not worked on it. I've only been working on this sweater. So anyway, I am using, it's hard to see where the millimeters are, but anyway, I think this is like a 6.5 or a 6 millimeter interchangeable knitting needles, circulars. And so this is the sweater so far. I am on the part where I am knitting the second set of increases, and then I have to divide for the sleeves. But these are the colors that I'm using so far. I do have the red, but I have been guided to not use it for the sweater at least. And so I have the orange, yellow, green, and then I'm working on the blue right now. I have some yarn barf, and so I had to like put it put it on top of the skein so it won't get tangled. But this is the blue, and then I have the purple that I will be using, and it is right there. And then I'll be using the pink, and then back to orange, yellow, green, so on and so forth. So this is going to be like a rainbow sweater. My intent on this is to be a size extra large at least, or like around a large extra large, so that way it's either oversized to somebody like size medium, large, or small, and or that it'll fit extra large or large, because the theme of my sweaters is that I want it to be like oversized sweaters, to be like the way of wearing the sweaters. And so yeah, this is what I have. And so I did the neckline right here. It is ribbed. And then, yeah. Of course I gotta weave in my ends. Or not my ends, but I just gotta weave in where I changed the colors. And that's what I have for today so far. It is now August 18th, 2026, and I have 1 finished object and 2 works in progresses to show. I want to start with the finished object. I created another size 9 to 12 months baby onesie star. And it's in the shape of a star, of course. So here's the front. Here are the legs down here. And the arms will go into the pockets right here, like it has buttons, and so you would fasten the buttons whenever whenever you put this on a baby. And then this is the head part. I used the blue ombre yarn. I used that yarn right there, and the yarn is from Michael's Loops and Threads Soft Classic in ombre, in the blue ombre. And so the buttons I got from Amazon. And then that is the finished object. And now what is on my crochet hook. I am making a giant dragon. This is just one of the legs. And then I have 2 more legs completed. 2 more legs completed. And then I just have one more to go. And the yarn that I'm using is Karma from Premiere. In the color, what is the color? Madder Brown. And then for the accent, for the second color, I'm using this Karma from Premiere in the colorway Novelle Peach. So that's what it looks like. And then that is what's on my hook. Now what are on my circulars? Okay. I was just making sure I didn't have a loop go over the circulars, but I'm still making the sweater, a rainbow sweater. So I have to do just 12 inches from the top right here, from the sleeve area, and then I put the top of the sleeve on a lifelines. There we go, and there's the other side right there. And I think I'm using a 6.5 millimeter interchangeable circulars. And yeah, I just have one more color to go after this one of the purple, and it's going to be like a pink. It's going to be that color right there, the pinkish color. And it's going to go after the purple, and then it's going to go back to orange, yellow, green, blue, purple, so on and so forth. And that is it for today's vlog episode. If you've made it this far in the video, please subscribe to my channel, ring the notification bell so you're always notified of all the videos I make. Like this video if you liked this video. Also hype this video. It really helps with the algorithm on my videos, if you want to, of course. And also check out my website. It is thestarcrochetshop.com. It is linked in the description box below, such as also my social medias. Check out. I have Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok. And I also have a Patreon. It is $5.55 a month per person. You get exclusive perks such as post and updates, early access videos, yarn hauls, and member shoutouts on every description box of every YouTube video. And lastly, I am a Premiere affiliate. If you would like to purchase something from Premiere, kindly I'd like for you to use my link in the description box, so that way it helps with the commission for me and it's nothing extra to you. It'll help me create greater content like this. And that is everything. Thank you for watching, everyone. Have a wonderful day, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye!